Welcome to GeekTalk, episode 2. My name is Caroline. I'm a content creator here at WebinarGeek, and I'm one of the hosts of this podcast from WebinarGeek. We also have another host, but that host is currently on holiday in France, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's not here today, but I do have a guest with me today.
Walter, hi. I am the broadcast operator here at WebinarGeek, and I direct and this podcast and the YouTube videos and all the webinars. So
You do. So he's the man behind the camera, usually. I mean, you do host some webinars, and
Yes,
you're part of our YouTube video
a lot. Yes.
series. Yeah. So you might have seen Walter before on the YouTube channel, but today he's here to talk with us about why it is necessary to have a professional studio for your webinar, for your live stream, for videos, anything video related. But first, I want to know, what makes you a geek?
What makes me a geek? Well, of course, as a man behind the camera, the biggest part of me being a geek is the tech and gadget part of being a geek. Obviously. So, well, like you, I'm always looking for the newest and best gadgets in the studio to make our work a lot easier and a lot quicker as well, and better quality. So, always looking up the newest, hottest, latest gadgets.
Nice. Do you know where that obsession with gadgets and tech and stuff like that started?
I don't think I was that much into tech when I was really young.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm 21, so...
You're still really young.
I know. No, but I think it started when I started my education, actually, as a broadcast operator. And then I was in studios, of course, a lot. And then I really found my way there. So...
Nice. Awesome.
You learn about, of course, all the other students as well. So there are, hey, have you checked this camera out, or this new microphone, or this thing? Have you seen this, that? So
yeah,
it's because you're surrounding yourself with that kind of people.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same here at WebinarGeek because not everyone is as tech savvy about studio gear and stuff. Of course, everyone here is tech savvy.
Yes.
Obviously, that's why we work here. But not everyone is as tech savvy about gear, about studio gear and stuff like that. But for some reason, we're all just... we all fangirl over the same equipment.
We all fangirl over the same equipment, yes.
I think that's the right description of it.
I think they will get it.
Yeah, definitely. So, it's kind of addictive if someone finds something new and we realize it's awesome.
Well.
Yeah.
If you have a very difficult piece of tech, I gotta know everything. If we have a new camera, you know it. If we have a new camera, I have to know every single menu setting, and not only because I feel like I should know that, but also because
you just
sort of interest me to know what all these settings are and what they do for your camera image.
Okay, well, that's a good. Well, that's a good leadway to why you're here today, because obviously right now we are sitting in a professional studio. I keep looking around because we have quite a substantial studio. It's quite big.
It's big.
And we use the studio for hosting webinars. Obviously, we're hosting the podcast here. We record many of our videos here. The YouTube videos are recorded here. The videos for our website are also recorded here.
Every photo as well, almost.
Yeah.
Like the thumbnails or the photos for Instagram.
Yeah, and the photos on the About You page are also shot right here in the studio.
Yes.
So this studio is very versatile, is being used almost every single day.
Well, I'm here every single day.
You're here every single day, exactly. Not in the weekends, though. So not every single day. But
because it's closed, the office, because it's closed.
If the office wasn't closed, he would still be here on Saturday and on Sunday. So he has a problem. But why is it necessary to have a professional studio for, let's say, a live stream or a webinar? What is your opinion on that?
Well, I don't think it is. I don't think it is necessary, because the only thing you need to host a live stream or a good webinar is a decent microphone, a good microphone, a decent webcam, and a very enthusiastic host. Mm-hmm. And I think that is all you need. But of course, we as WebinarGeek and because we are all text heavy, we like to experiment and we like to make things bigger, and we like to host multicam webinars or stream with RTMP or try this in our webinars or try that in a video. So I don't think it's necessary, but if you have the ability and the opportunity to go bigger, why not?
Why not? What would be the benefit of having a studio to
Well,
host a webinar or stream a
if
live
you have a
stream?
studio, immediately you have a separate room. First of all, you have a separate room entirely dedicated to your webinars, videos, or whatever it is you're going to do. And if you are creative, and otherwise you probably wouldn't be hosting webinars, I believe, you see a great big room just like this, because the floor is black, this is black, there is black.
My shirt is black.
Well, that is a green screen. So you have this big black box that is, well, there aren't many things here right now currently. We have the couch, we have the lights.
Yeah. There's a desk over there.
There's a desk, my desk. And if you have that space and you have that room, well, my creative gears, yours as well, and I think everyone here at the office, start turning, because what is it that we can do with this black box? Yeah. And if you're creative, you're going to try and experiment. And well, how many times? Well, we have this idea of a shot in a video. Let's try it out. And because this is all black and because this is all empty and there is lights on the ceiling, it's very easy to create the things that are inside of your head. So
it's very versatile.
It's very versatile once again, yes.
Yeah. So we don't have separate spaces in this studio. So let's say, for example, we do have like sides that we use for certain things. So we have, well, my left side is the webinar side, and the side we're on right now, that's the podcast and the YouTube side. And on our right side, we have a green screen, so that is used for other things. But we do not have like standard setups that are like locked in the studio. So we can move everything around. We can move around this couch. We can move around the desks or stuff like that. The cabinet is able to move around. So we have a lot of options and a lot of freedom in this studio. And I think that helps with hosting webinars, hosting different types of webinars, because we host different types of webinars.
Yes, and a lot of people create a setup that works, and then they just leave the camera, leave the lights as is, because if they're hosting the webinar, they do it in the studio, over there, behind the desk, and that's it. Yeah. But because we create so many different types of content, after we done a production, I always clean up the studio, and that is also because if we do have a lot of creative ideas, we can do it right away, and we don't have to change the setting because right now we're going to record a YouTube video. Well, then we have to remove the webinar setting. Yeah. No, because every video and every production is unique and has different aspects to it. Because, well, I believe it was raining, but when it's very sunny, the light changes. Yep. And then all of a sudden, your setup that you've used for 2 weeks
doesn't work anymore.
No. And then you break a type of consistency that people will notice. Yeah. So that's, in some cases, actually better to not have consistency at all.
So you have flexibility.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting.
That's a tip. Great tip.
Tip of the day.
Tip of the day. Always clean up your studio afterwards.
So you would say it is not necessary to have a professional studio, but it can help you with your creativity, with creating more content.
If you have the knowledge and the creativity and the time, yeah, definitely.
Sure. I like that. Thanks.
Absolutely.
Okay. Of course, in every Geek Talk, we pull one of our icebreakers. If you don't know what these icebreakers are, we created a deck of icebreaker cards on which we have, well, a couple of questions. Usually it's an either-or question. So are you this or are you that? Or what's your opinion on something? And we like to ask these icebreakers to our guests and also to you at home. So if you want to answer this one, feel free to answer it in the comments. But Walter,
yes,
this one's for you. And I like this one for you. Are you a morning person or are you an evening person?
Well, I'm definitely an evening person. And I don't know why, actually. I really don't know why. It's just when it's 4 o'clock, then is the time that I start waking up and actually wanted to do things. We have a lot of meetings at 9, as you know, do. And I'm always there, I'm still sleepy until like lunch. And then I start working. But the thing is then I work till late in the evening because I am
that's when you're
the most active.
Yeah.
So a lot of videos, a lot of YouTube videos, and maybe even this GeekTalk will be edited at night. So I am definitely a night person, and also, and I like to say this, is because at night it's dark, and I like things dark because I am behind the camera and behind the scenes all the time. The studio is black, everything here in our office is black, so I'm definitely a night person. No question about that.
Okay.
The most clear icebreaker so far, I believe.
Yeah.
With the most direct answer.
For you it is, yeah. For you it was obvious before I even asked this one. Well, I'm a morning person. I'm not a morning person per se, because my mood is not the greatest in the morning. I don't like waking up in the morning. But I am the most active, and my focus is right on point in the morning. And in the evening, my focus just slips away. I mean, in the afternoon, my focus just slips away. And then somewhere around 7 p.m., I get like another spark of concentration, and then it slips away, and I will just be in bed.
Well, that spark of concentration that you just mentioned starts with me at like 7 or 8.
Yeah,
that's where it starts.
I don't understand that.
It starts with me. So
exactly. Well, great. For you guys at home, are you a morning person? Are you a night person? Let us know. Mention it in the comments. And thank you, Walter, for being here. I hope to see you on the next episode, which is episode 3. So check it out on our YouTube channel. And till next time, bye.
Bye.